Welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator for the PC. It is the morning of Thursday, August 27th, and we're in Shreveport, Louisiana, because it is Hurricane Laura. And we're going to fly right into it and raise some hell. We're flying the Cessna 152. This could get interesting now. So we'll just see. We're going to try to head southeast down I-49 if we can find it. This might not be a very wise thing to do, to be honest.
Downtown Tower Cessna November 82 Juliet Alpha at runway 32 ready for takeoff departing straight out.
Try to run away.
Cessna November 82 Juliet Alpha cleared for takeoff runway 32 straight out departure approved.
Try to run away from the thing. Opposite way on that road there that kind of is off to the left of the direction we're currently moving. Or we could try to outrun Hurricane Laura by heading northwest. Highest point in Louisiana. Wow, this is I can't see. It's gonna help us or not. This is wild. Alright, there's the highway. Over it right now. IFR, there's a question about that. I have no idea. Alright. We will eventually cross over, I believe it's Interstate 49. And it's a good day to die.
Cessna 2 Juliet Alpha, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. Downtown Tower Cessna November 82 Juliet Alpha, frequency change. Barksdale approach Cessna November 82 Juliet Alpha is type Cessna 152 4 miles south of downtown 500 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Cessna November 82 Juliet Alpha Barksdale approach. Squawk 6752.
Where are you going? It's a better question from them. Is that flying?
Squawk 6752 Cessna 2 Juliet Alpha. Cessna 2 Juliet Alpha radar contact 4 miles east of Shreveport 400 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Forgot to fill the plane up.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Cessna 2 Juliet Alpha.
What a mess. What a mess. Oh my. It's Hurricane Laura. I'm surprised we're not getting whipped around a little bit worse than this, to be honest. So we're above anything that might kill us in Louisiana. I'd say 1,000 feet. That should be safe. Follow this road here. I'm using the VFR map to try to follow this road. Not even entirely sure what it is. We can cut over to this other road here. Doing this. Okay, I don't think we have to contact them. Detecting our presence near a navigational beacon, navigational marker. There, we're on the outer marker of something. Navigational marker. 4B, looks like. Come on, stay level, stay level. Good job. We're clear of downtown airspace. Okay, I guess we don't have to report clear of Charlie. So we're okay on that. This is pure... I mean, this was a VFR flight plan, but in all honesty... my passengers would be throwing up. I can't keep a constant vertical speed. I am able to gain altitude. The storm isn't so powerful that it's preventing me from gaining altitude, but I am struggling to keep a constant vertical speed. I'd like to keep it at about 500 feet a minute, but I'm struggling to do that. Sea Vale out here. What is this? Let me see it now. I'm gonna check my phone for a map. Okay, it's a while. Before we get to anything. Playing around with us a little bit, quite a lot actually.
Alpha, you're leaving my airspace radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Alright.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Cessna 2 Juliet Alpha.
Alright. Yes, definitely a request.
Shreveport approach Cessna November 82 Juliet Alpha is type Cessna 152 6 miles south of 56 Lima Alpha. Request flight following. Cessna November 82 Juliet Alpha Shreveport approach. Squawk 6016. Squawk 6016 Cessna 2 Juliet Alpha.
Keep a close eye on some things. It's difficult to do when I'm talking
Cessna 2 Juliet Alpha radar contact 6 miles south of 56 Lima Alpha 3,000 feet. Altimeter 29 decimal.
That is low. That's a low barometric pressure. Perfect for hurricanes.
Copy Cessna 2 Juliet Alpha.
Okay, something is pushing us downward toward the surface. Let's see. And we're headed in the general direction of Houston, but I don't know how long it's going to take us to get there. If I can just make it on the other side of this thing. feet, but I don't trust it. Just keep the vertical speed at 0. It'll be fine. Just stay flat. This is pure instruments. I mean, this is a VFR. I mean, I'm not instrument rated. You know, I'm not even a pilot, but I do know how to read the instruments on a basic training plane like this. It's doing a nice job. I mean, I have this on medium difficulty settings, so I'm not sure. On realistic settings, I don't know. You may well have overstressed the plane by this point. I don't know. So we've got a speedometer reading of about 109 knots. Something doesn't look right over here. Where's my master warnings light? Okay, I don't hear anything. I don't see anything. So we've got an odometer reading of about 109. Like I said, well, now it's down to 100. The thing to the immediate right of the airspeed indicator, I keep saying odometer. The airspeed indicator is reading about 101 airspeed right now. The thing to the immediate right of the airspeed indicator is called the attitude indicator. We're flat relative to the horizon. There are two things to the immediate right of the attitude indicator. The one on the top is my call sign, my tail number. And the one on the bottom is the clock. To the immediate right of the clock, we've got the altitude of the plane, reading of 3,500 MSL, 3,550 MSL, which is more than high enough to clear anything in Louisiana. The thing to the immediate right of that is a navigational aid, which I am not, which, unbelievably, I'm not using. Okay, what are we looking at here? Is this a break in the clouds, or would that be too much to ask for? No, the points of interest are on the dashboard, Microsoft, but thank you. Yeah, we definitely want to go more south than west. It keeps wanting to push us to the west. The wind is pushing us to the west. And it's pushing us to the west, and it's also pushing us downward into the ground, which I don't appreciate, obviously. So the gauge to the immediate south of the airspeed indicator is called a turn coordinator. It appears similar to the attitude indicator, but it's not quite the same. It's different in some way. I'm just not sure what. Then you've got the small gauge right in the center of the attitude indicator, the compass, the turn indicator, and the airspeed indicator. I don't know what that is. The wind is pushing us decidedly to the west. I don't want that. I want to go south. Okay. We're slowing down. I don't want to slow down. It's doing a good job though. We're at 4,000 MSL. So So the thing to the immediate right of my November 82 Juliet Alpha is the altitude. We're at about 4,000 feet. MSL, the barometric pressure is changing constantly. So I'm constantly having to, oh my gosh, the barometric pressure is constantly changing. I mean, you're going to get tired of hearing me say this, but we are being pushed decidedly to the west by the wind. And yeah, I got to keep correcting to the left. I got to keep correcting to the south. I thought I saw a break in the clouds there for a minute. Here, let's put this back. Buzz. The two gauges on the right, on the far right of the dash, are navigational aids that I'm not using right now. The thing below the altitude is my vertical speed. I'm gaining altitude at about 700 feet a minute right at the moment. And that's it. The thing below the attitude indicator is the compass. Below that is the airplane's equivalent to the steering. Oh my gosh, this keeps looking like it might be a break in the clouds. Don't know how to use the autopilot. I'd like to just level off at about 5,000. Okay, now the wind's pushing us to the south. Don't necessarily want that. I want to fly about 210. This is all instruments. I'm looking at the attitude indicator to see that I'm level. I'm looking at the compass to make sure I'm adhering to approximately 210. And I don't want my airspeed to go below about 85 knots. That would be bad. Vertical speed level, that's fine. We're about a mile above sea level. We're at about a mile MSL, a statute mile MSL. Almost exactly one statute mile MSL. That we are still using live weather, getting live weather put in here. We are. I tell you, I am going to escape this sucker, and I'm gonna land wherever I can. We are flying through a desolate part of the state, though. Flying through a part of the state that really doesn't have a lot in it. A very sparsely populated part of Louisiana. I'm only on the third list, page 3 of the airports nearest to me, and I'm already getting a Texas airport. There's East Texas Regional there at number 7 on that list. Certainly. Can we get a weather report from them? Let's see if we can. I almost don't want to risk it though. Let's see. Let's do it. No, I was hoping for, whoa, hang on. No, we don't need that kind of vertical speed. No, we need right about there. Yep. Vertical speed is fine. 6,000 feet. That is high enough. That's plenty high enough. Every once in a while, it teases us and causes us to think, oh, we might be at a break in the clouds here and there. But, no. So I'm looking at a number of these gauges all at once. I'm looking at, I'd say the four most important gauges that I'm looking at are airspeed, the compass, the vertical speed, and the attitude indicator. I can estimate my altitude by the action on the VSI right below the altitude indicator. I'm also constantly adjusting the altitude indicator to correct for variations in barometric pressure, which are coming constantly in the middle of a hurricane. Let's see. Oh, that's a steep turn. Let's not go that steep. We're being pushed to the west by the wind. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're just constantly babysitting these gauges and trusting them because you have zero visibility. You have zero visibility, so you have no choice but to trust these gauges. What are you going to trust if you're not going to trust these gauges? Go below or above this plane's service ceiling. If we're not careful, we could wander into a MOA if we're not careful as well. A lot of these square-shaped things, I'm looking at the VFR map right now, but a lot of these square-shaped things are military operations areas that start about 7,000 feet above sea level. I suppose we'll be told if we're about to fly into one. Sure. Yeah, this has the shape of a MOA. Oh, no, I take it back. It's not one. Okay, mercifully, it's not one. Okay, so, Fox 17, what are you? Okay, so we don't have to talk to them necessarily. So we're back. VSI is constant, and that's good. We're flying about 7,700 feet above sea level. The vertical speed is good. And it almost seems like it has stopped raining. And it's just stubbornly pushing us west. Lost a little bit of altitude on that turn, but that's fine. We have some to spare. It's fine. Give it all up. Just a little bit of it. Go. Well done. Am I the only one out here? Again, guys, I don't want to, this is not on difficult. This is on medium difficulty. What a mess. So... 6,300 MSL flat in the lateral dimension and also in the vertical. Now in the horizontal dimension, we're being shoved, or we're getting shoved around by the wind. Or in the well, we're moving forward at about 110 knots. So we're moving, we're just moving slowly. It's so messed up out here that we can't even see Fox 17s. There are these pretend sort of billboards that Flight Simulator puts up. They're completely artificial things. They don't exist in the real world. Indicating the locations of airports. It's so messed up out here I can't even see. Now head back this way. That's disorienting to me because although I know from looking at the instruments it's a left turn, it feels like a right turn. Or it looks in every other way like it's a right turn. Placing complete trust in the instruments. Okay, we've lost a little bit of altitude, which is fine. We have altitude to spare. Sending this thing south, and it definitely feels like it wants to go west. In fact, when I turn it south, it feels like I'm turning west. It's extremely disorienting, and I mean, I'm repeating myself, but you're placing total faith in the instruments. What choice do you have? Get weather report. Okay, what do you have out
here? Kilo Oscar Charlie Hotel automated weather observation 1300 Zulu. Wind 045 at 10. Visibility free and heavy rain. Sky condition few clouds at 1,000 feet, few clouds at 4,100 feet, few clouds at 12,300 feet. Temperature 25C dew point, 10C altimeter 2982.
Wow.
Kilo Oscar Charlie Hotel automated weather observation 1300.
135.1 for Cessna 2 Juliet Alpha.
Fort Worth. Alright, let's do it.
FT Worth Center, Cessna November 82 Juliet Alpha, 5,700 feet.
Fort Worth.
Cessna November 82 Juliet Alpha, FT Worth Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.83.
They'll fix that. They should have just typed the word fort. They should have known that by doing that it was going to render that in speech as messed up attempt to pronounce exactly what was written. Okay, now we're getting pushed to the south. Okay, we're flat. I couldn't imagine actually doing this. I mean, what a mess. Oops, I hit the wrong button.
FT Worth Center Cessna 2 Juliet Alpha, cancel flight following.
No, don't do that.
Cessna 2 Juliet Alpha, FT Worth Center, cancellation received. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
May God have mercy on your soul.
FT Worth Center Cessna November 82 Juliet Alpha is type Cessna 152 9 miles southwest of Foxtrot 17. Request flight following.
Cessna November 82 Juliet Alpha, FT Worth Center. Squawk 7021.
Squawk 7021 Cessna 2 Juliet Alpha.
I mean, on medium difficulty level, I can... Well, here.
Cessna 2 Juliet Alpha radar contact 10 miles southwest of Foxtrot 176,200 feet. Altimeter 29 decimal entry.
Copy Cessna 2 Juliet Alpha.
Alright, so I can tell you this on medium difficulty level, which is what I'm flying this on right now. I can tell you that flying through hell capably in a plane like this is a matter of babysitting about 4 gauges on the dash. 5. Airspeed, attitude, altitude, compass, and VSI. If you can do that, I'm not saying go out and fly in one of these in real life, but in Microsoft Flight Simulator on medium difficulty settings. I haven't crashed yet. I mean, I can see it coming, but we may be out the worst side of this thing, to be honest. Let me make sure I'm still getting real world weather. I am still getting it. Alright, let's go to the airport list. Okay. No Kilo airfields in this list. There's one. There's one. We can pretend to land there to find out where it is. Oscar Charlie Hotel. Is that in Texas? Okay. I don't know. I don't know if that's in Texas or not. We are the only thing flying. The wind continues to try to push us west. We have altitude to give a little bit of it. There we go. I don't want to land until we're out of this mess. I want to land VFR. about half the airports are in Louisiana and half of them are in Texas. I think that this river here might form part of the Texas border. I'm not sure about that. Oh my gosh. Gosh, that's so disorienting. I've never... It's so disorienting. And you correct to the left, it seems like you're going right, and when you I can only assume when you correct to the right, it seems like you're going left. It's the bizarrest thing. That might just be me. I don't know. A fun flight to actually be on. People, passengers would have thrown out by now. Because although I'm doing an alright job of babysitting vertical speed, it's not a great job. And it would not be tolerable to actual humans, I don't think. It would feel like being on a roller coaster for an hour and a half. Straight. Now the wind wants to push us south. Quite want to go south like that, though. Okay. How are we on fuel? Alright, we're good. I've been a keyboard pilot for 25 years. I couldn't imagine doing it any other way. I think if I had POTAS, I'd have wrecked already. I'm very comfortable with this keyboard setup. Okay, it seems I'm noticing a couple of things. One is yet another break in the clouds, and another is that I'm being pushed to the south, pushed downward. Okay, I think that we should. All right, yeah, let's go for that break in the clouds right there. LFK, is that Lufkin? No. What is Lufkin a suburb of? It's a suburb of a big city in Texas. I just don't know which. I'd more than happily land there. Let's see if that's what that is. Let's look through this list here. I think we may have just made it. Hang on. Alright. Let's head west. Let's head due west. Not due west, I'm sorry. Due southwest. That would have been very illegal under actual rules that VFR pilots have to fly using. No, that would have been giant go to hell from ATC. That I would not have been allowed to do that. All right, we're going to fly about 235, I think, and just see if we get under this cloud. If that cloud goes all the way to the surface, I'm going to feel Not gonna feel. Let's just fly through it. Let's just fly through it. No, I want to fly about 245. Actually, I think. I don't feel right about descending like this through the clouds. I like to keep about an even keel like this through the clouds. Oh, look at that. Okay. It broke. It broke. Okay, good. Alright. No, not west. I'm sorry. I'm messing up. I'm so thrilled to be on the other side of this son of a gun that I'm not watching what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so this is all right. This is not bad, incredibly enough. No, airport's closer to me. I'm looking for Lima Fox Kilo. Put it in the live chat if you see that on here anywhere. Let me know which page it's on. Alright, I have to say I don't... Okay, there it is. It's a place called Angelina County. Traffic. Okay. Alright. Well, let's get the weather.
Kilo Lima Foxtrot Kilo automated weather observation 1300 Zulu. Wind 007 and 19er. Visibility 10 and heavy rain. Sky condition few clouds at 1,100 feet, few clouds at 4,200 feet, few clouds at 12,400 feet. Temperature 262.10 C, altimeter 2986.
That's our guy. But we're not going to announce landing yet.
Kilo Lima Foxtrot Kilo automated weather observation 13.
Okay. That's our airport. This is probably a towered Class Delta, is what it looks like. So, yeah, this is a towered Class Delta, so we will be, as soon as we cross this yellow line here, we will be talking to them. What are my choices on runways? Okay. 1634. There's a 25. I like 25. Oh, wow. Should we do a big circle and say goodbye to Laura? Let's do it. Whew. Turn the lights on. All right. All right. There we go. Now, we just head over there, and I'm going to put it down. I don't need to go to Houston. I just want to get out of the storm. We've done it. Wow. Now again, guys, I'm not gonna put on like I'm a pilot or anything like that. I'm not. This is on medium difficulty level with the Cessna 152. and I basically babysat like a hawk about 5 or 6 gauges. I did not use autopilot. I did not use any navigational aids. Navigational beacons. The gauges themselves are navigational aids, but beacons, ground-based beacons. And it is what it is. It's something that anyone with the ability to babysit some gauges and not lose their focus would be able to do, I think. I'm sure Hurricane Laura in real life is far scarier than that, and I'm sure that no one would ever try to do what I just did. In real life. Hey Siri, which county is Lufkin, Texas in? Thank you, dear. Okay, so this is Lufkin. Just can't seem to fly right at this place. It's number 5 on the list. It's the closest what I call kilo fields. Kilo fields are the airports in the United States of America whose identifiers, whose 4-letter identifiers begin with the letter K, as in kilo. They normally denote a field of a certain size, a certain level of facilities. I think we can fly right at this 25 Texas and be fine. Yeah, we can. It's within a class delta, but it is not the field that is the reason for the class delta. Lufkin is the field that's the reason for the class delta. You can tell that because if you look down there at the map, Lufkin is the field that is surrounded evenly by the class delta. There's about 3 or 4 other objects also within that space, but Lufkin is the field that is the focus of this class delta airspace. Didn't even break a sweat. Well, now I am. Now that it's VFR again, I am. IFR, you are just stubbornly looking at about 5 or 6 gauges, and I don't know, it's like riding a bike. This is a panel, this is an instrument panel that I can draw blindfolded. I last saw it probably 12 or 13 years ago, but you never forget it. Once you see this and have it seared into your mind, you never forget it. And it's a matter of babysitting about the 6 gauges, 5 or 6 gauges on the left side of the panel. Or if we can get a Cajun lunch. So far from Louisiana, we don't know how to make Cajun food over here. there in real life there would be an active runway, and I would be flying a pattern at a particular altitude to line up with that runway, but it's going to let me pick, I think. Well, here, let's do this. Sometimes it'll name a runway in the weather report.
Kilo Lima Foxtrot Kilo automated weather observation 1400 Zulu. Wind 327 to 20. Visibility 10. Sky condition: few clouds at 1,100 feet, few clouds at 4,200 feet, few clouds at 12,400 feet. Temperature 26 C, dew point 10 C, altimeter 2988.
Landing and departing runway. Nope, nothing. We get nothing, so we get to pick our own runway. And we are lined up for runway 25. Quite nicely. C, now that's blazing. That's pretty hot. That's about 88 degrees. Near the water near the water in Texas, that's probably pretty humid. Under the circumstances, I would imagine it's probably extremely humid in Texas right now. All right, there we are. Okay, I think I see where I'm going. 25 minus 9 is 16. I don't want that runway to I don't want anything to disappear on me though, because I don't, like I said, like I've mentioned in previous videos, I don't know how to look out the window. Okay, I see my runway. I see it. We're on final, y'all.
Kilo Lima Foxtrot Kilo traffic Cessna November 82 Juliet Alpha is on base runway 25.
We are high. We're very high. We have 4 white dots off to the right side of the runway. That means that we are high. And probably also fast. Full flaps. I just cycled through those flaps as fast as I've ever done it. We are too fast. We're right about that. We are much too fast. Saying we're too low, but I don't think that's right. We're right on. Oh, the wind. Oh, that was soft as a baby's bottom. Glorious. Glorious. Now we'll have to go to the next taxiway. That's all right. Go around, no, nothing. We're on the ground. Oh, is this not a towered field? Okay, so nobody cares, basically. Nobody cares. Fair enough. There's no lines on this.
Lima Foxtrot Kilo traffic Cessna November 82 Juliet Alpha is clear of the runway.
And nobody's going to help me taxi to parking or anything. So we must be in the boonies. Well, let's see. I wouldn't say that this is the boonies, but what do I know? See if we can find... you know, I don't know how to circle around the plane. I don't know how to do anything here. All I know how to do is ask for directions to the civilian aviation parking and leave it at that. But anyway, this video has gone on entirely too long. That was Hurricane Laura. That was an escape from Hurricane Laura from Shreveport to Lufkin on medium difficulty settings in the citation or the Cessna 152. So if you guys enjoyed that, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, leave me a comment, roast me in the comments, and we can talk. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys when I make my next video. Bye.